Okay, so let's listen. Today, who is going to present about psychology and sports? Sharon of 11th C, who has opted additional subject as physical education. Yes, start.
Good morning, everyone. I am R. Sharan of 11C. I am presenting today's topic as psychology and sports. What is the meaning of psychology sports? To study human behavior, the knowledge of psychology is a must. In old times, physical psychology was considered to be science of souls. The term psychology is derived from the Greek word psyche and physica and logos. What is at last?
So, what is it? What is psychology? Study of human behavior. It's your behavior, right? Actually, psychology has been studied by so many theorists, okay? And one was Sigmund Freud, who studied mostly sick people, who were sick, mentally sick, right? So Sigmund Freud studied only those people, and slowly, theorists changed it. There was one more theorist who said it is about behavior, and then present cognitive type of theories, they say that children are born with intelligence. So nobody can say that they are only blank slates. Okay. People earlier, James used to say that children who are born, they are just born with like a blank slates. So only we people, the environment which shapes them. But now the theorists say that children are born intelligent, and like when the child is born, he cries for food. Did mother say that you should cry? No, the child comes to know that he is hungry, and he says through cry. So people say that we all know psychology to some extent. Every one of us knows psychology to some extent. Even you people, when you see teacher's behavior, you become silent, right? With the face, with the action which teacher does, with that you come to know that this teacher likes me, and as per that you start doing your behavior. Right? So one way psychology is study of human behavior. So let's listen to our Sharan now.
After old concept, psychology as a science of souls changed to science of mind. Again, it was criticized because we cannot know about the minds of others. Later, psychology was defined as science of
I said no, consciousness.
Consciousness, which was also discarded because it could not explain the self-consciousness of an unconsciousness state of mind. At last, psychology is accepted as science of behavior. This whole concept was explained well by Woodworth. First psychology lost Woodworth, who was first psychologist, lost its soul, then it lost its mind, then its consciousness. It still has behavior of sort. Now, I will talk about meaning of sports psychology. Physical education has various branches, and sports psychology is one of the most important branches of physical education. Many researchers have shown that performance in sports largely depend upon psychological factors. Psychological of sports deals with various psychological theories which helps individuals to achieve their optimal performance. Sports psychology deals with the human behavior, motivation, and aspiration in particular sports situation. Let us first try to understand meaning of term sports and psychology. The term sports can be described as physical activity for the purpose of recreation, health, competition, and education. The term psychology, on the other hand, is derived from the Greek word psyche and meaning of soul, the meaning of soul, and logos, the meaning of study. Role of psychology in physical education and sports. The European The European Federation of Sports Psychology in 1996 recognizes three interrelated tasks for sports psychologists: research, education, and application. Research. Research is the investigation of all aspects of psychology of sports, both theoretical and applied. Education. Teaching students, officials, and athletes about sports psychology. Application. Assessment and intervention in psychological problems connected to sports. Sports psychology involves consulting whole-term or counseling of individuals. Applications of psychology in physical education and sport. Some of the applications of psychological concept and theory in physical education and sports are cognitive and behavior.
Cognitive. This is what I was saying. We are intelligent, born intelligent. Cognitive means like it's our strong mind. So cognitive means it's completely. People say that we are intelligent. We are born intelligent, right? So we whatever we do, we logically think about it, and then we are reasonable with every action. When you are not reasonable, when you are not when you are too much impulsive, that doesn't come into cognitive. Cognitive, you should be intelligent. So you are being studied as children with cognitive sense. You are all intelligent, and you need to just study about yourself and give you a right way to live your life. That is, optimal living is required. It's not like being negative and being positive both together. People say we should be positive, right? But negativeness is also allowed. If you have these two optimal way, you are reaching. That is what I said. You must have a gamma alpha brain, right? When you repeatedly have a good behavior, ultimately you start knowing things and you start learning even more than the teacher. Your teacher would have taught you something, but you can start doing even research if you are really cognitive way you have developed yourself, right?
Cognitive and behavioral skills training for performance enhancement, counseling and clinical interventions, consulting and training. First, cognitive and behavioral skills training for performance enhancement include goal setting, concentration and attention control strategies, cognitive behavioral self-regulation techniques, and imagery training. Concerning and clinical interventions including support for managing athletic motivations, overtraining, substance abuse, eating disorders and weight management, grief and depression, loss, suicide, aggression and violence, career transition and identity crisis. Consulting and training include sports organization, consulting for behavior economics, team building performance for sports team and organization.
So you need to have a motivation for a sports, right? So sports psychology mostly deals with how to motivate a child. When you are into that, like you become a coach. Normally when you are trained in physical education, you need to, one branch is sports psychology. When you know sports psychology, you can very well make a very low, like he may be trained but his self-esteem may be low. As I said, Maslow's theory is a motivation theory, right? I said you. Did I tell you about Maslow's theory? Yes, Maslow's theory of hierarchy, success hierarchy. It's a ladder towards success. Did I speak about this? Okay. And I said the basic one is physiological need, where we need basic things, that is food, water, whatever basic needs are there. 6 is also one among physiological need. So we are actually into that adolescence age where gratification is more in us. we need pleasure more. So once you are going away from that, once you think about your security, once you are getting all this love and affection, right? Security, and then after that love and affection from your parents, ultimately you start thinking about your self-esteem, respect from the society, knowledge, all these things you start gaining. But when you don't get that, you are always in the poor need. These three are poor needs: physiological, then security, and then affiliation. These three are poor needs. If you are stuck into that, you will never think about self-esteem. When you are having low self-esteem, you will not achieve. You may be playing there, but you are hungry, you will not be able to play at all. Only when your stomach has sufficient, like khana khaya hai, match khel, even during your exams, try. If you come without your food, you will not be able to write your answers what you studied. So you need to have your food also, and then your parents should have told you, yeah, I am there, I will put you in a best college, don't worry. There you are getting your security and your love of your parent. Once you are getting your parents love, நீ படிடா, நான் உன் கூட இருக்கேன், நான் உனக்கு சப்போர்ட் பண்ணுறேன் அப்படின்னு அம்மா சொல்லிட்டாங்க, அப்பா சொல்லிட்டாங்கன்னா போதும். Ultimately you come into self-esteem. You have a very good self-esteem there. You have started getting your full motivation and you start performing best. ஸோ நான் எப்படியும் விளையாடிட்டு நான் போனேன்னா என் அம்மா எனக்கு ப்ராக்டிகல்ஸ்க்கெலாம் ரெடியாக ஹெல்ப் பண்ண நான் இருக்கேன். உனக்கு நீ என்னெல்லாம் கிளாஸ் மிஸ் பண்ணியோ அதை நான் சொல்லித்தரேன்னு உன் அம்மா அப்பாவும் கூட இருக்காங்கன்னா, அல்டிமேட்லி யூ ஆர் நாட் பாதர்ட் அபவுட் ஈவன் அபவுட் யுவர் ஸ்டடீஸ். Because soon after your sports performance, you're coming home, your parent is there to help you in studies also, your teacher is ready to help you in studies also. Ultimately, you are more focused in your sports performance. So your self-esteem is enhanced here, right? So these are the things which Maslow says. Once you are out of your poor need and you are into your potential need, then surely you will achieve. You will have your self-esteem, high self-esteem. So that's what he was talking about, cognitive and then self-esteem and all that, right? Yes.
Now I like to finish my.
Please listen. Yes.
Now I like to finish my presentation with the last topic, that is meaning of growth and meaning of development. Meaning of growth is termed as increase in size of height, weight in human body. The increase in size of heart, lungs, brain, muscles, etc. is known as growth. The growth is easily visible and can be measured. Meaning of development. The term development is referred to as improvement of functioning. For example, increase in size of heart is known as growth of heart. However, the improvement of functioning of heart is known as development of the heart. In physiology, growth refers to the change in physical aspects in terms of size and shape, whereas development refers to change in behavior, emotions and social aspects of life.
So here growth means what? Can you tell me? He was discussing about growth. Growth is in terms of your height, weight, your body strength. Okay? Development, when it happens, when you learn. When you learn, the more you develop yourself. He gave an example of heart. Right? So heart growth, we know what is its size. But once you start giving good physical activity to it, there is a good developed, good functioning heart with you, right?
Characteristics of growth and development. Since growth and development are multi-dimensional and require integration and coordination between different aspects, to understand the growth and development of individual, it is necessary to understand main areas of development. The growth and development, the main areas are physical, mental and social and emotional. Physical includes height and weight, mental includes thinking and understanding, and social includes interaction with others, and emotional includes feelings and attitudes. Thank you.
So what are the 4 aspects? Write those 4 aspects on the board. Chalk piece. Okay, so the 4 things which we need to develop is physical, mental, social and emotional. These are the 4 things we need to develop in the growth and development process, right? So thank you, Sharon, for your wonderful session. So thank you.